Good morning. It is Thursday. It's Thursday. I have an appointment this afternoon I have to go to, the gastroenterologist. Yeah. So I have to go do that. And we have some appliances being delivered, so that's exciting. But I was like, really, I need to be creative. And I also need to clean my sewing room. I'm about to give you a confession. Oh Lord, don't judge. Here we go. This is my floor. I'm gonna start a temperature quilt. I was working out some scraps for that 3-yard quilt, but I don't want to do it out of 3 yards. I want to do it out of scraps. I have some projects there. I have some fabric there. I have just things that need to be sorted. A shirt for a later sewing project, fleece for a later sewing project, all sorts of stuff, right? Like scraps and garbage. I'm not even joking, y'all. Scraps all over the place. Like it's just been crazy, right? So this is my sewing room. Now I actually really enjoy cleaning my sewing room most of the time, but I'm not feeling particularly into it. I wanted to make something, but I don't want to pull out any of my projects that are like special or intentional or really like precise, because this is not the environment for that, right? I need to vacuum, I need to clean, and then I need to vacuum up all the threads, and I need to really be careful. And I don't usually drink coffee around like my quilting and stuff, but I want to drink my coffee. I want to just have fun. I want to relax. I don't want to care about the seams necessarily. I just wanted a trash quilt. So I took out a trash project. And now, when I say that, I don't mean that it's going in the garbage, and I don't mean that like it's not going to be fun at the end. I just mean I don't care. Seams don't have to match. Things do not need to be perfect. I'm probably not going to measure very much. We're just going to go for it and make a project. And so that's what I'm working on. This top has been done for a while. The green part, the like scrappy part has been done. And I am now going to add borders to it, thin borders on the vertical sides, wider borders on the horizontal sides, like to make it a longer quilt. And I was like, you know what, here we go. And then there were places where like the scant seams were a little too scant, or things just weren't covered correctly. They just didn't line up at all. They were gonna come apart. Is that another one? No, okay, I think I went through and found them all when I was clipping the threads. And so I added some raw edge applique, and I'll show it to you as I complete it. I'm so glad I started working on it yesterday, because the goal is to get it quilted, like finished and quilted, so that I can like bind it sitting in my chair by the window, or maybe even outside on the swing. Ooh, in freezing temperatures. I don't know, my fingers might get too cold. We'll see. I'm cutting on my floor. It doesn't matter that it's flexible, because this is a trash quilt. I love it though, I love it. And I am not measuring, and I'm just kind of cutting, and who gives a shit? I am gonna starch things. But for now, who cares? I did realize I'm gonna have to clean up, because to make this into a quilt sandwich, I'm gonna have to use this space, but that's okay, because at that point I'm cleaning up. I'm not doing a deep clean. I'm just gonna clean it up, lay it out, get it done, because I want to quilt it. I'm so excited. It's so big. I really wanted to get this quilt done, like finished, during the snowstorm, but it wasn't in the cards. And honestly, it's been hard just to get anything done, because I am having a flare where my joints, skin, bones, they all just hurt, and I have like little to no energy. And I don't just mean like fatigue where like you just feel tired. I mean like if I push myself past that point, I'm like shaking and like feeling like I'm gonna pass out. so I'm not really sure. So I am quilting it, and I'm quilting it like 4 rows at a time. That's my goal. It's like, okay, I'm gonna do 4 rows. And I have it broken down to where 4 rows are in each block. So I have about 24 more rows. And I'm sitting here and I'm trying to determine if I can do 1 more row of 4 or if I have to stop. I don't know. Got it halfway done for the most part. But right here, I don't know if you can see that. The other day, I was like, I'm just gonna push through. I'm just gonna go ahead and get it done, even though I don't feel great. And I did 1 quilting line, and in my brain fog, I selected serpentine stitch on my 319 with no walking foot, and it was a mess, and I have to pick it. But my tension is so perfect that picking it is even harder than it needs to be. So I got all the way up. This is this line is the halfway point, and I have all of my quilting done to it. So now I'm gonna sit here and pick on it, which is a nice break anyway. I just get to snuggle under the quilt and pick it. And if I get the energy, I'll start quilting from the other way, but I don't think that's gonna happen, at least not soon. Done. That's Walter scratching to get in because I didn't want him to get on the quilt. I just laid it out on my bed. It came out so scrunchy. I love how scrunchy it is. How wrinkly. The patches, like, they frayed beautifully, but they're still good. I am so excited. It's like probably one of the biggest I've made. I have another big one coming up. I have a couple of big ones. So, and I'm gonna try to make a king size quilt. And then over here is the Mimi. Over here is the label. So it's got my name, my city, and then this is the date and the snowfall. We had previous snowfall, but this is the first real like winter storm snowfall that we've had. So I really wanted to like commemorate.